Rumor has it, in this desolate international water, a cargo ship from the Republican era sank. It was filled with rare treasures. Now, someone has concrete information confirming the shipwreck lies right here. We followed the fleet, heading to this sea area. No one could have imagined. This expedition would transform me from a bottom-tier temp worker into a billionaire.
Look! A big bronze coin.
I've got a blue and white porcelain bowl bottom here. It's worth at least a few thousand.
We're rich. We're rich.
This stone, something's off. Inside this rock, it's full of crystal clear green.
A bunch of blind fools. Ignoring a top-grade pure green jadeite worth millions in gold, and picking up those scraps.
Millions in gold? Converted at today's gold price, wouldn't that be hundreds of billions?
Young man. Can you see me?
Well done. Pack these up when we get back to shore. Selling them for 100,000 won't be a problem. Ha ha ha. We've made back the fuel cost for this trip.
Captain Wong, lower the main boom. Now, pull up that giant rock in the middle of the trench.
A giant rock? Are you out of your mind?
There's something inside.
What is it?
I saw it with my own eyes. It's got a whole piece of a huge, top-grade jadeite in the rough.
He said he saw jadeite in the rock. Ha ha.
This kid's hallucinating from lack of oxygen. Isn't he? You think you have golden eyes? Big talk. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Ha 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 ha. We went down together just now. You just kept staring at that useless rock. You didn't mistake the moss on the outside for jadeite, did you? Ha ha.
Believe me, that jadeite is covered by a century of calcification. What you see is just a disguised surface. Just hoist it up and cut off a layer, and you'll see the full green.
Hoist it up? A 30-ton hydraulic arm. One dive alone, equipment depreciation plus labor starts at 150,000. You want me to lose 150,000 just because of your crazy talk?
If it's green, I won't take a penny. It all goes to the crew. But if it's just a rock when we pull it up, I'll pay you back this 150,000.
Haha, pay? You're just a temporary worker who can barely afford food. What are you going to pay with? You're wasting my time. This charade is over. Weigh anchor, head back to port immediately.
Wong Hai, you'll regret this. That's a fortune worth hundreds of billions. If you miss it, you'll never see anything like it again in your life.
My biggest regret right now is hiring a lunatic like you just to save a few bucks. Once we're ashore, go to accounting and collect your 1,000 base salary. Don't let me see you on the docks again.
I need to mark down the coordinates quickly. A stone worth hundreds of billions. Even if Wong Hai doesn't want it, I'll risk my life. I must get it. Speaking of which, the origin of these golden eyes is quite strange. Half a year ago, I salvaged a bronze box from the sea. The moment I opened it, a cloud of golden dust, swirling like a living thing. That cloud of dust shattered my diving mask and burrowed into my eyes. Blinded, I encountered an underwater current. My oxygen hose was torn by the reef. I was on the verge of death, drifting aimlessly with the currents. Luckily, it wasn't my time yet. A passing fisherman pulled me out. When I woke up, I could feel my eyes had changed. Every time I went underwater, the darker it got, the more extreme the pressure, the sharper my vision became. In those conditions, I could see through to the essence of things. Now, I found this raw stone, worth tens of billions. These consecutive miracles can't be a coincidence. Heaven gave me these golden pupils to personally rewrite my destiny. This is my best chance to gamble for immense wealth and turn my life around.
Kid, are you sure you're in the right place? It's true, I, Zhao Yan, love to invest by lending money, but only to people of status. You're just a poor kid. Why should I invest in you?
You need 3 million in an emergency.
3 million is no small sum. Everyone in the business knows my rules. I only do sure-win deals. What collateral do you have?
Myself.
You. You're not even worth 30,000 to me.
I have a top-secret deep-sea coordinate. There's a giant jadeite in the rough at the bottom. It's full of old-mine glass-type jadeite from the Republican era. Imperial Green, worth tens of billions.
Wang Hai docked this afternoon. He said there was a lunatic on his ship who was desperate for cash. So it was you.
True or false? 3 million is all it takes to find out. If the stone comes up, you'll get 8 million principal and interest.
In the salvage world, stories of getting rich overnight aren't unheard of. That confident glint in this kid's eyes doesn't look fake. I can lend you the money, but we need to sign a gambling agreement. I can invest the full 3 million in you. But if what we salvage is just a worthless rock and I lose money, you'll have to sign a 20-year labor contract. You'll be free labor on my salvage ship for the rest of your life, slowly repaying my losses with your wages. And I'll only give you 2 days.
Deal.
Haha, good kid, you've got guts. The 3 million, wait. I'll have someone transfer it to you.
I need to rent a boat. What time is it? It's the middle of the night. The workers are off duty, sleeping. If you want to rent a boat, come early tomorrow. I'm in a hurry. I must go out to sea immediately. You want to sail all night to the open sea? Do you think this is a taxi? Activating equipment, night navigation, plus I'll have to pay my crew triple for night shift. Can you afford that? 1.5 million for the whole boat. Start the engine now. This boss, it's not me. No help. Deep sea operations at night are indeed exhausting. Another 500,000. Are we going or not? Let's go. Getting paid for work is only right. Boss, please wait a moment. I'll immediately drag those rascals out of their beds to warm up the engines.
Damn it. The marine forecast clearly said scattered showers tonight. How come we suddenly got hit by such extreme rogue waves?
Hold the course. Only 2 nautical miles to the coordinates. Coordinates reached. Steady the ship and drop both anchors. Give me the crane's gear at maximum. Here it comes. It's too heavy. The ship can't take it. Don't stop. Don't release the tension now. The rock will fall back into the trench. It'll rip the bottom of the ship apart. Pull it up in one go. It's up. Anchor's up now. Full speed back to port.
No. Oh no. A super rogue wave is coming. The ship's going to capsize.
What are you doing? We have to cut the main securing cable. Throw this rock back into the sea to lighten the load. Otherwise, we'll all die. Are you crazy? That's tens of tons of tension. If you cut the main cable now, the moment the steel cable snaps, the recoil will whip around and cut the ship in half. The boom will crash down. This ship will disintegrate on the spot.
Then what do? We can't withstand this weight in the waves.
Listen to me. Use the crane. Secure the giant rock tightly to the center of the deck, on the axis. Fill the port side water cannons for ballast. We'll power through. All right. We finally got it. Finally got it.
Master Lin, sorry to drag you out so early. Really appreciate it.
No worries. I heard someone signed a 3 million gambling agreement with you. Rented a boat to dive into the trench to salvage a stone worth billions. I've been in the rough stone business for 50 years. Seen it all. But this is a first. Heard that inside a dead underwater volcano, you can find top-grade full-green jadeite. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Master Lin is absolutely right. The kid's name is Chen Mo. Just a lowly salvager. Ha, I bet he's just money crazed. There was a massive storm last night. He's probably already at the bottom of the sea, feeding the fish.
I just hope he doesn't bring back some junk rock. And can't pay the huge penalty in the agreement. He'll spend the rest of his life working as a coolie on my salvage boat. Time's almost up. If that junk boat doesn't show up, Wang Hai, take your men. He's tough, I'll give him that. But I, Zhao Yan, only care about the contract. I don't do favors. This is your billion-dollar full-green jadeite.
Sir, please get the stone offloaded by evening.
You risked your life for this dead volcanic rock? Don't you know, transporting scrap rock ashore costs a fortune in docking fees?
We'll know if it's scrap once it's cut open. Zhao Yan, you promised. If the stone yields jadeite, the gambling agreement means I'll pay you back 8 million, principal and interest. All debts cleared.
Go ahead. I've even prepared the cutting machine for you.
Wait. Absurd. No sand on the surface, dull reflection, and a dead, muffled sound when tapped. This isn't even a raw jadeite stone. This is a pure, dead volcanic rock with no associated minerals. Basalt. If there's even a speck of green inside, I'll take you as my master.
Ha 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 ha. Hear that? Old Lin himself has pronounced its death sentence. You signed a gambling agreement and bought a piece of deep-sea trash. You're finished today.
Chen Mo, old Lin has never been wrong about a stone he's examined. My investment is gone. Since the stone is worthless, then by our agreement, you'll have to work on my boat until you pay off all your debts.
The cutting machine you promised. Lend it to me. Shut your mouths. Open your eyes and see clearly. Today, I'll show you what a priceless treasure is.
Cut harder. Cut. Even if you break the cutting machine, it'll still just be a pile of dead ash inside. Once you're done cutting, hurry up and go work on Boss Zhao's salvage boat. You'll be a laborer for life.
Humph, what a farce. This layer of dead volcanic skin is at least 30 centimeters thick. What this old man has judged will never have a chance to turn around.
10 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters. Power's out.
Ha. Why aren't you cutting anymore? Hit the bottom, huh? Finally given up, have you? Ha 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 ha. Gray base, dead flesh. It's not even worth a piece of dogshit grade material. Chen Mo, is this your billion-dollar jade? Full green. You've really blown your cover now.
You can't carve rotten wood.
What's the rush? Just one more cut.
Chen Mo, are you just stalling? Waste is waste. Now hurry up and pack your things. Get back to work for me.
This is.
This density. This translucency. This is old mine glass type. Top grade Imperial full grain. Look here, just a small piece for a bracelet core. Could fetch hundreds of millions at an auction in Gangcheng.
Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. Run. The ship is sinking.
This stone is my family's lifeline. Even if it sinks, I will stay with it.
So, this old man was the owner of this stone. Too bad the ship sank before it reached shore. Now that this treasure has seen the light of day again, have you fulfilled your wish?
Brother Chinmo, do you know the saying an innocent man gets into trouble for possessing a treasure? You didn't just salvage a jadeite, you salvaged a death warrant. You're just a lone salvage worker, with no protection whatsoever. You can't handle such a great fortune. Once you leave this dock, you definitely won't be able to keep it. I, Old Lin, still have some influence in the jadeite industry of Nan Province. I'll help you ward off this huge trouble. I'll offer 10 million in cash. I'll have this stone picked up immediately. I guarantee you'll live comfortably for the rest of your life.
How about it? 10 million? To buy this astonishing jadeite in the rough, worth tens of billions? This is outright robbery.
Old Lin, your calculations are so loud, the entire Pacific can hear them. 10 million? You think you can swallow such a big piece of meat? Aren't you afraid of bursting your stomach? Chinmo said he'd pay me back 8 million, but we agreed on 2 days, that's 48 hours. But from the moment you got the money, until the moment you returned, you were 5 minutes over time. I always keep my word. Now you either work on my boat for the rest of your life, or you give me this jadeite. How about I give you an extra 11 million? If not,
Haha, good things really do attract covetous eyes. I need to find a way to get out of this. Old Lin, Zhao Yan. Are you so sure? This is the only stone down there? I know there's another one. A super jadeite in the rough, weighing a full 50 tons. It's still lying at the very bottom of the sea.
F-50 tons?
put your weapons away. Brother Chin, we're all here to make money. I was just joking with you. Testing your guts. A 50-ton giant stone? Your rusty tugboat can't pull that. My salvage ship is in the next port.
Boss Zhao's channels are shady. If a 50-ton Jade King surfaces without my Lin Xiaoran's connections, even if you cut it into pieces, you won't get it out to international waters. As long as you lead the way, I'll owe you a favor. Whatever trouble you face in the future, I'll help you solve it.
This jadeite that's already cut. I'm calling the police. Find someone to watch it for me. What if you send people to steal it when we're out at sea?
As long as we can find that 50-ton Jade King, this 10-ton one is nothing.
Hey, Brother Chin. Think about it again. After all, we have a contract, don't we?
Old Lin just said. As long as I take him there, can help me out of trouble.
Piece of cake. Mr. Zhao, the 8 million you owe him, I'll pay it for him.
Brother Chin, how about this? I won't ask you for this money for now, but this 50-ton Jade King, you must let me see it with my own eyes.
Old Lin, let's take him too.
All right.
Old Lin, since that's the case, then I should get a share of this jade.
You wish. This entire jade can only be mine.
I called you Old Lin, but you really think you're someone important. Brother Chin, are you sure it's this sea area? If we get the location wrong, we'll all be wasting our time.
There's number 50-ton Jade King in this world. It's just bait I made up. When I explored underwater before, I already found out that deep in this trench, there's only one 50-ton century-old hollow giant rock. It's filled with deep-sea black mud. Since these two are so greedy, then I'll give them a surprise they'll never forget. Don't worry, gentlemen. The 50-ton jadeite in the rough is right there at the bottom of the sea.
Old Lin, there is indeed a giant rock at the bottom of the sea. We've started securing the tow ropes.
All right. Attach the cables, lift it now.
It's massive. Such a size is truly rare.
Lower it onto the deck, slowly. Don't let it get scratched or damaged. Top grade. Absolutely peerless. A Jade King of such monumental size, once it's revealed, it'll crush all competitors. With this, I can firmly establish myself in the high-end jadeite market.
He's completely blinded by greed. A renowned master in the jadeite world can't even tell a worthless rock from a treasure.
Old Lin. This raw stone is half mine.
And half yours, Boss Zhao. Your appetite is a bit too big, isn't it? This research and salvage vessel and the entire underwater operation team belong to me. For a peerless Jade King to emerge, it needs to be handled by a top international auction house. Packaged, you're just a dock thug. What makes you think you can split it with me?
On this dock, who doesn't know my name, Zhao Yan? I'm known for being ruthless.
Getting rough on my ship, Boss Zhao. Don't you think that's ridiculous?
Since you two can't agree, why not follow industry rules? Highest bidder buys it out. The winner takes the entire raw stone. The loser takes the money and leaves.
All right. I bid 1 billion.
3 billion.
3 billion is no small amount. Isn't that probably all of old Zhao's life savings?
4 billion. 5 billion. I'll mortgage all my underground coastal territories. Old Lin, do you dare to match that?
Old Zhao, is that all you've got? Don't you just want to make money? I'll pay 5 billion, my entire fortune, to buy out half of your ownership.
No risk involved. You'll directly get 5 billion, a guaranteed profit. Deal. Let's sign the contract and transfer the funds immediately. Ha 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 ha. Old Lin, this ultimate Jade King is yours. Take your time cutting it open.
Start recording. I want to cut the stone myself. Record this historic moment.
Hello, Maritime Safety Administration. I want to report something.
This doesn't feel right. Old Lin, run. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. How can it be empty? How?
Ha 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 ha. Old Lin, you lost. You can keep this worthless rock for yourself. 5 billion is mine. Quick, quick, check if the 5 billion has arrived. And get me a speedboat, fast. Return to port immediately.
Boss, this is bad. All our accounts have been frozen.
What? What did you say? Frozen? How is that possible? These accounts of mine, they're specifically for capital turnover. Shell companies very discreet. How could they suddenly be seized? Check again carefully.
I've checked it repeatedly. Even now, all our financial channels are cut off.
My lifelong reputation is ruined.
Where's my money? Did you do something?
I'm already bankrupt myself. How could I mess with your accounts?
Give me back my money.
Now, you must cooperate with me. Stop the ship immediately. Keep the research vessel on standby. No further sailing. And no one is allowed to leave by boat without permission. The police and the inspection team are already on their way.
Understood?
Mr. Zhao, Old Lin did transfer the 5 billion as agreed, the full amount to your account. But all your accounts are black market ones. They've just been emptied. I've already reported all your illegal black market operations. The Maritime Safety Administration is already on their way. Before, on land, you could run. But now, out here on the ocean, you have nowhere to escape. As for the 8 million debt, from our gambling agreement, once you're locked up, I'll donate it for you.
Chin Mo, you think you can get away with this? This is international waters. Even if I lose everything, I'll drag you down with me. Get him. Whoever catches him, I'll give you 1 million. Are you deaf? I told you to grab him.
Boss Zhao, Chinemo just said it. The people coming for you are already on their way. Brothers, we follow you for money, not to die with you. To face serious charges for your empty promises? It's not worth it.
You dare to betray me? I'll kill you all.
Calm down, Boss Zhao.
Attention, vessel below. Shut down your engines immediately. Surrender all resistance. Submit to inspection.
Quick, quick! Someone's lost their mind.
The 50-ton Jade King is mine. You knew it was worthless from the start. You set me up on purpose.
I laid the bait. But your own greed brought you here.
We've let him slip away every time before. Now that he's trapped, the authorities can finally catch him easily. Take them all in. Process them according to regulations. Seize all assets involved. The whole high seas are buzzing about it. What they fought to the death for is this very piece. I'll cut to the chase. But this rough stone has a special origin. Do you have all the paperwork for a high seas salvage? By the rules, if the paperwork's incomplete, we can only hold it temporarily.
Of course I have all the paperwork. With a piece this big, I'd be a fool not to be fully prepared.
This rough stone is massive and incredibly valuable. Leaving it at the dock is too conspicuous.
Don't worry, I've already lined up a buyer.
Oh, Brother Chen. Boss Chen, I knew it. I knew it. You're no ordinary guy. Old Lin and his crew tried to screw you over. They got exactly what they deserved. Look, Boss Chen. The coordinates for that first king stone were found on my boat. Right? What do you call this? It's a bond forged through life and death. I'll hand over my entire salvage team and boat to you. From now on, I, Wang Hai, will be your vanguard. Just give me a 1% stake, and I'll work my life away for you. Wang Hai. You hid on shore for hours.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you? You just said the coordinates for this stone were found on your boat. Yeah, that's right. A few days ago, I begged you to lower the crane and pull it up. I even promised you, if it turned out green, I wouldn't take a dime. It would all be yours. You're the one who didn't want it. Brother Chen, I was blind.
You said back then that running the 30-ton crane would cost $150,000 in diesel.
You said my word wasn't worth that much fuel. And now? Is it credible? Wang Hai. You hid on shore for hours.
So, I'm here to apologize, aren't I?
You just needed to sit in the cockpit, push a lever, spend $150,000 on diesel, and billions would have been yours.
Stop it, stop it.
You didn't lose money. Zhao Yan and his crew lost $5 billion. But let me tell you, you're worse off than them. Zhao Yan and Old Lin lost. But you kicked away your chance at instant wealth. But I'm telling you, there's no turning back. Goodbye. Boss, help me polish a 15-ton stone.
Ah, pure glass-type Imperial full green jadeite. A dozen tons in size, it's absolutely guaranteed. Fully translucent when lit. It glows naturally.
Mr. Chen, this 15-ton jadeite is conservatively valued at 30 billion. If we put it in our autumn global auction, it could definitely break 50 billion.
No need to wait for the autumn auction. Cut off 1/3 first. Carve it into bracelets. And safety buckles. Understood. I'll get it done immediately. In just 3 days, 1/3 of the jade was carved into finished products. It was unveiled at a top auction house. And as soon as bidding began, it instantly captivated the world. Collectors from all walks of life scrambled to get it. Funds quickly poured in, and I instantly became a rising star in the industry. But with genuine praise, there's bound to be slander.
They said Chen Mo just got lucky, picking up a random stone. He's so young, doesn't know how to run a business. It'll be ours sooner or later. Exactly, his foundation is too shallow, no industry connections, no channel resources. He'll fail in no time.
Over the next half month, with my golden eyes, every raw jadeite I touched soared in value. Not a single misjudgment, not a single worthless stone. From then on, no one dared to question my ability. My reputation also grew by leaps and bounds. Later, I used the money from selling jadeite to start a company. In 2 years, it successfully became a leading enterprise. After the typhoon and the super rogue wave, the bow of your tugboat was severely dented. The glass in the cockpit was also shattered into pieces. The whole ship is totaled. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., call this number to collect 10 million as a premium for this ship. 10 million in compensation. Boss Chun, my old rust bucket, would only be worth 400,000 if sold secondhand. It carried my stone and broke through the eye of the typhoon. It's worth 10 million. Take the money, rest with your family for half a month. On the 1st of next month, report to Chen's Ocean Salvage Group. Your sailing skills and hydrographic experience you earned with your life at sea. Come work for me from now on. This jadeite, it instantly took me from a poor boy to the pinnacle of my life. But this is far from the end. Now, I'm aiming even higher.
Boss, the fleet has discovered a huge shipwreck in a certain sea area. Should we send someone down to check?
I'll go myself right now. Tell the crew to hold position.
Boss, are you really going down yourself? Wouldn't it be better to just hire 2 divers? Instead? Boss, are you really going down yourself? Wouldn't it be better to just hire 2 divers? Instead?
They don't have my golden eyes. Looks like I've stumbled upon another treasure.